Hello friends, let us now learn some important points about the patent ductus arteriosus. This is patent ductus arteriosus. What is this patent ductus arteriosus? Here there is a connection between the pulmonary artery and the aorta. So if this is the heart, we have the right atrium, right ventricle, left atrium and left ventricle. This is the aorta and this is the pulmonary valve. Okay, this is the aorta, this is the pulmonary pulmonary artery. Now, if there is an aberrant connection between the aorta and pulmonary artery, this is called as patent ductus arteriosus, and because of this patent ductus arteriosus, the blood from the aorta passes to the pulmonary artery. Normally, this patent ductus arteriosus is patent in our fetal life, but if it is still present in the adult life, then it leads to many complications. Okay, so if we see this patent ductus arteriosus, the important things we will see, it is left to right shunt because the blood is flowing from the aorta to the pulmonary artery. So as a result, no cyanosis is seen. So here this is seen in preterm children at birth. In preterm children it is seen at birth, and if you see this patent ductus arteriosus in term children, it is seen at the age of 6 weeks. Okay, so here the blood, because there is excess of blood which is flowing from aorta to the pulmonary artery, there is less blood that is going to the different parts of the body. And here here whenever there is blood which is flowing from aorta to the pulmonary artery, the excess of blood which is more than normal now goes into the lungs. When the excess blood goes into the lungs, right, so from the pulmonary artery, now the excess blood goes into the lungs. Okay, when the excess blood goes into the lungs, from lungs again to the left atrium, now it is difficult for the left atrium and the left ventricle to pump that blood to the aorta, because there is volume overload of blood in the left atrium and left ventricle will occur. So as a result, there is dilatation of left atrium will occur and left ventricle will occur. So because of that, slowly as the dilatation increases, it will become difficult for the left atrium to pump the blood into the aorta, and this will at the end result in left ventricular failure and further exit of extra time. So here, because there is increased and lots of blood which is accumulated in the left ventricle, for passing of blood from left ventricle to aorta, this will require more time is required for the blood in left ventricle to pass to the aorta. So as a result, because of excess of time which is required, this will result in A2 closure becomes late, and this causes delayed A2 is seen, and this will lead to narrow split A2 because of delayed A2. Okay, so on auscultation you will see this narrow split A2. And one more thing, because the left heart and the left heart and left ventricle should have to work for longer time, so the patient will become breathless. Here the child will become breathless, especially while breastfeeding. and along with breathlessness, the baby also suffers from sweating and diarrhea also. This breathlessness is also due to pulmonary congestion. There is excess of blood that is even reaching the lungs also. So as a result, that excess blood will cause pulmonary congestion, which leads to breathlessness. So if you see, because there is blood which is flowing from the aorta to the pulmonary artery, both in systole and diastole, this will result in a continuous missionary murmur which is heard both in systole and diastole. So continuous missionary murmur is seen, which is seen both in systole and diastole. And where does this murmur peak? This murmur will peak in at S2. Okay, if I draw the picture of this murmur, this is S1, this is S2, this is again S1. So the murmur will start here and it peaks at S2 and then it again comes down. Okay, so this is how the murmur looks like. First it becomes peaks at S2 and then it decreases. Okay. Now, if you see the investigation of choice includes transthoracic echocardiography, and treatment depends upon the age of the child. If it is preterm child, you can give indomethacin, because this indomethacin will help in closure of this indomethacin inhibits the prostaglandins and thus causes closure of valve, the closure of the ductus arteriosus. Whereas in term child, we should do surgical ligation should be done. Okay, so this is about the patent ductus arteriosus. Thank you for watching.